This Hunter x Hunter blue deck revolves around Gon and Killua searching all over for specified slots. There is a glaring weakness, however. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mobby, and today we're going to go over every single card, the game plan for this Hunter x Hunter blue deck. Make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. I upload a lot of anime TCG stuff, so stay tuned for more. Alright, so here we are. We're going to talk about every single card here, and then at the end of the deck list, I'll let you know my thoughts on it, if it's good or bad, who should be playing this. Alright, so these are the action points we're using. These are nice little Hunter license images. Now, for the first card of the deck, let me zoom in a little bit more. We are running Killua. So, as mentioned, this is a specified slot deck. Killua and Gon both have abilities in this deck that revolve around how many specifically trait cards called specified slots are in the deck. You can see here, this one says the Zoldyck family. There are cards in here that say specified slots, and when you attack or when you play, when you have a certain amount, things will activate. So that's the overall goal of the deck. So this thing is nothing, just a 0 cost. There is a raid Killua one here for this, and the get is pretty much just add this to your hand. Now, the next card we have here is a Gon Freaks. This is a 0 cost as well. When played, you draw 1 card, then you trash 1. This is very good for sifting. There's going to be a lot of cards in here that let you look around, because it's really important that you get your amazing energy generators as well as specified slots. So we're running 4 of these. Now, I usually like to run 10 0 cost. This deck is all about just really finding what you need, and it is a huge gamble running only 8s. I usually would say run 10 to 12. However, in this deck, you need a lot of specified slots, which means it takes away from slots like this, where you can feel a little bit more safe and cushioned with more 0 cost. So that's the reason why we're running only 8s. Next card is Eta, or Eta. When played, return 1 other card with 1 or less required. If you cannot, return this to your hand. So this is your 2 generator, one of your 2 generators, and you can only bounce back these ones in the deck. The best one is going to be Gone, so you can play it again and sift through. So we're running 3 of these because we have another 2 cost generator later. Next is Gon, another 1 cost. So this is a really good card for the deck. When attacking, you reveal any number of cards in your hand. If the number of specified slots with unique names among them is revealed, 4 or more, choose up to 1 character on your field, and then it gains impact. Now, for a 1 cost, giving either itself or another character impact is very strong. However, 4 or more unique ones, it's a little tough to do, which is why it's such a strong ability. But once again, it's kind of tough to do. The trigger is very powerful. It's the active plus 3,000 and then 2,000 power. So this could come in very handy towards the end game when you can get him attacking and doing that. Next off, we're moving on to our 2 cost characters. This is Killua. 2, 1 action. This is 4 staple colors in the deck. When attacking, draw 1, trash 1. Once again, it's that sifting thing, looking for the specific specified slots that you need. Then, if it's a trigger, choose 1 character with 3,500 or less BP and return it to their hand. Unfortunately, it's not a straight out kill. However, this is a pretty good one in general, because you're just removing something from the character's front line, which is just good in general. Alright, time for one of our first specified slots of the deck. This one's called Paladin's Necklace. It's a 2 cost here, and it's an event. When you do, choose 1 rated card on your field or your opponent's field and place its rated top into the owner's sideline. Then you get to draw 1 card. Now, they're running 4 of these. Obviously, you want to keep them in your hand so you can use the abilities, but if you just have to get rid of a rated card, do so. It does replace itself, and the effect is active plus 3,000. So this is one of your specified slot cards. I'm going to move it to the side here, and we'll look at every single specified slot card later, right? All together. Next off, we have a 3 cost Gon Freaks. So 3/1 generator. When played, look at the top 7 cards, reveal 1 specified slot card and add it to your hand, and then the rest go to the bottom. Very good searching cards. There's a lot of good searching cards in the deck that allow you to look at like 5 or something cards, grab 1. But then the other effect is, if you did grab that, you have to trash 1, kind of balances it out. This one though, you look at 7 and you get to keep it. It's insanely strong. You want to see this 100% of the time. This is a very, very good card for this deck. Next off, we have another specified slot card. This is Risky Dice. So this is a 3 cost. When you play the site, it becomes active. Usually any card you play will always be rested, but this one specifies it's active, so we can use the ability the turn that you summon it, which is activate main, switch to resting. You're going to be choosing one character on your field, then you reveal the top card of your deck. If the card has 2 or more energy, which is the top one here, then it gets 1000 more BP, and then you get to grab that card, which is pretty cool. But however, if the card is 1 or less, you have to trash this character, and then you put the card back. So that's why it's a Risky Dice. So we're only running 2 in here, and honestly, Risky Dice is for the other archetype of the release Hunter x Hunter blue deck, which revolves around the bombers manipulating the top of your deck. However, this is in here just because, you know, maybe you want to use it. Once again, it's risky. There's no way to really try to cheat out what's on top of your deck with this particular archetype, but it is a specified slot, which is why it's in here. Now, it's one of your key specified slots. If you start your hand with like 1-0, but you see this, I say you keep it anyway. This is a strip of beach. So a deck can only contain 3 copies of this card, which is really interesting. However, once it's on the field, your maximum hand size is now 15. Usually it is 8 only. If you end your turn with more than 8, you have to go down to 8. But then when played, you also draw a card, so it replaces itself when it's out. It allows you to hold many cards in your hand, so you can hopefully get a bunch of specified slots as you go. The next one is called Bisky's Training. This is the staple finals for the deck. Choose 2 AP, switch him to active, and if this is your last trigger, you get to heal 1, which is nice. 2, 3, 4. All right, the next card is Gon Freaks. This is a 4 cost. This is one of the other cards in the deck that is going to revolve around having specific slot cards in your hand. So this is a 4 cost. Activate main if on the front line once per turn. So you can actually use this once again if you play, because it comes in rested. It doesn't have any sort of resting requirement. That's just as soon as you put it out, you can do it. Reveal any number of cards in your hand. Activate all abilities below if you have the required number of specified slot cards with unique names. So unfortunately, you can't have like 2 paladins, necklaces, and all of that stuff. You have to have 3 or so different cards. All right, but anyway, if you have 3 or more, you get to draw a card, which is great. If you have 4 or more, this character gains impact until the end of the turn. So there you go, 2, 3, 4. All right, one of your key cards for the deck. Next up, it's Killua. This is our only raid card of the deck. Now, I was looking at HTR2, which is the next set of Hunter x Hunter, and I believe there is a raid gun in there, but I don't really remember. But yeah, this archetype and the Bomber Blue archetype, they all get buffed up in a future set. But let's talk about this one. This is a 4-cost Killua. So this is a raid card. Then when attacking, only once per turn. Reveal number of cards in your hand. Activate all abilities if you have the required number of specified slots with unique names. So if you have 2 or more, which is a very easy one to do, you draw a card instead of Gon's 3. However, this is only when attacking. This is on the front line, right? If you have 4 or more, this character gains 2 damage. So you have an impact character, and then you have a damage +2 character. However, this one's easy to get the draw off because it is a raid, so you have to do a little bit more. They both have the same amount of damage. This one is get add to your hand. This one is raid or grab if you can. So these are the 2 cards that work with how many cards you have, and also Bisky. Okay, so this is a 4 cost. However, it's 2 actions, so be very wary when you use it. However, it's a when played. Reveal any number of cards, once again specified unique. Then you KO somebody that equal to 1000 or more. So in this deck, there are 4 different specified slots. We're not at the other one yet. So basically, you can KO a 4000 character on the field when you play this, letting you know, as long as you have the specified slots in your hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next off, we have Jajang Ken. So we're running one of these, and it makes sense when you see what's below this, but this is one of your special staples. We're running 4 special staples. This is just one of this copy though. So Jajang Ken. Choose one character with 3000 or less and KO it. If you have a Gon, it's 5000 or less. Pretty standard stuff. Trigger special, KO somebody on the front line. Now, time for Angel's Breath. Now, we're only running 3 of these. This is one of the 4 specials that you can run in your deck, and this is a specified slot card. 5 cost. A deck could only contain 3 copies of this card, which is why we're running 3 of these and 1 of these, which equal to 4 special total. All right, so if you do play this, play one character with fulfilled energy and 1 AP cost from your sideline resting on your field, or perform raid with it. Now, if you do this and you end up getting Killua, you can raid with it, but if you don't end up raiding with it, you can go ahead and just play it like this, straight out, just for a 4,000 power. However, anything in the raid box will not activate unless you raid specifically with it. So there you go. So that's the deck, and yeah. Let's talk about this, right? So these are the 4 specified slots that I'm running. There are like 2 more that you can run, but I feel like, you know, you only need a certain amounts. The highest one that you want is a 4, and you don't really get that many sort of, you know, you don't get that much crap out of it. So these are the cards in the deck that actually work with how many specified slot cards you have, and it's really, really tough to use. So I like the idea of this deck. If you guys watch Hunter x Hunter, the whole arc is them getting specified slots for the whole game in order to win for Gon to go find Jing. However, it's a tough one. This one, it's kind of like playing a slot machine where you hope you get this card and then you hope you get these, but then you end up with like, oh, 2 of these, 1 of these. You can't really use the abilities. It's just very situational, and there isn't that many searching cards. There is a couple of sifting cards, and the Gon 3-drop, the one that search ups for 7, that is the best one of the deck. And because you need so many specified slots, you only have a couple of characters, and there's not a lot of really good support cards for this. As you might have seen here, we're only running like 3 of these strip of beaches because we can. We're running 3 Idas, so that equals 6 2+ cost generators, and we're running only 8 0 cost stuff. So you can tweak it and mess around with it more. Maybe you just run with 3 different types here, but it's a really, really tough deck to pull off. You just need a lot of luck, and I think for the payoff for the abilities, like all he does, like there's gonna be other characters that you put out and they're gonna be just as strong with impact itself, but you don't even need to show the specified slots. I mean, yeah, that's just what it is. So guys, it's a fun deck, and I feel like if you just mess around, experiment more with some different ratios, because once again, there are other cards in the blue set of Hunter x Hunter that you can put in that, you know, might make it better, but this is just what I've been running with. But I will let you guys know I will be having a new version of this later on once I do some more testing, but this is the overall game plan, right? You want to just search for specified slots, use characters that benefit off it, and go from there. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.